Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Lockdown Stash and I am Tarek. Today I'm going to be coming at you with a review of a kick-ass film starring Donnie Yen Nicholas Tse by the late Benny Chan, Raging Fire. Now this version of the film is actually the ZAVVI exclusive Steelbook edition, which contains the 4K and the standard Blu-ray editions of the film. And the only 4K release of this film in the world, apparently. So I guess we're lucky over here in the UK for having ZAVVI. Thanks, ZAVVI. So if you're not familiar with Benny Chan's work, Benny Chan, a veteran in Hong Kong cinema, he'd actually been responsible for making the Fist of Fury TV series starring Donnie Yen. Also known for the Jackie Chan films New Police Story, Who Am I, Shaolin, Robin B. Hood. So with The Raging Fire, it was released last year. And unfortunately Benny Chan had passed away before the film's release, so it was very sad news to hear that. And I mean, what a film to release, and it's actually been helmed as being his swan song to the golden era of Hong Kong action films. With the film itself, I managed to watch this film in cinemas in the UK, a part of the Leaf Festival, which is the London East Asian Film Festival. I think it took place, I think it was October, November last year, and it was the opening film to the actual festival, which was absolutely brilliant. We, fans like myself and many others got to experience a Hong Kong action film in cinema once again as part of a festival. Right, so with Raging Fire, the film is basically about Donnie Yen being a seasoned detective, quite high up in the ranks by the book, and he's been tasked with bringing down this drug lord. Now, the initial bust goes wrong because another group of, let's just say, bad guys are there and end up killing the guy who they're actually after. And then that sparks a different investigation altogether. And then we find out that his past catches up to him. And then it's literally a cat and mouse situation. So once again, Benny Chan, he knew how to bring drama and the intense action into his films. And this film really does show that. The action sequences, I'll start with first. You can't go wrong. It's Donnie Yen being the action director in these films. You can tell when he takes the camera and, they're just like, yeah, okay, Donnie, you're up. And, the way things are filmed, it captures the movements really well and it keeps it keeps the audience engaged. And this is I always say this about fight scenes or action scenes and a lot of other films made from all over the world. Now, not taking anything away from the performers in those films, they're absolutely brilliant, but when something is being done as like one take, everyone's on this fashion of the one take scene, or you've just got a constant, wide angle scene where you're seeing two guys going at it. It is entertaining to a certain point, and then my mind begins to kind of shut off because it's like, okay, it's not really cinematic. And this is the thing with both Benny Chan and with Donnie Yen, taking it to new heights when it comes down to the action. Now, last film action sequences I saw like this in like a cop robbers basically type of drama action film, is Flashpoint by Wilson Yip, and you saw that cat and mouse thing going on, and the action sequences in Flashpoint were absolutely remarkable. And when and then Donnie made, whenever he makes a film or he's the action director in it, you always think to yourself, how's Donnie what's he gonna do now? How's he gonna top that other scene? How's he gonna top that scene from this film? And you know what? It's not about topping the scene. It's really about giving you something you haven't seen before. And in all honesty, I remember these fight scenes. These fight scenes are always memorable. And I always say this about films whenever I review them. Memorable moments. Now, you probably say, oh yeah, Donnie Yen's using the MMA style. But the way he uses it, the way he utilizes it and puts it on the camera And with Benny Chan, the way he would use his cinematography and the aesthetics, it was such a joy to watch on the big screen. And let's not forget about Nicholas Tse. I mean, his performance in this film, I have to admit, it did blow me away. Not taking anything away from any of the other actors in this film, but I think he was the highlight for me. The guy just keeps getting better and better, and you could tell he really pushed himself in this film. Last film I really saw like him moving like that, or like how he is in Raging Fire, was Dragon Tiger Gate. And to see him cranking it up so high, his performance, I was left like, wow, I want to watch it again now. So I'm so glad, that the film, we've been given the pleasure to have a 4K version of this film. Now, before the film was actually released in the UK, today is January 31st. So, the film has just been released everywhere physically. And I'm a sucker for physical media. So I couldn't wait. So I managed to get one from the US Blu-ray version, which quality was great. I could not complain at all. And then sticking this one on, the 4K version, I've been playing it through an Xbox Series X, which has been known as one of the best 4K Blu-ray players out there. And putting it through a next-gen compatible gaming monitor, everything about this transfer of this film, it slaps. Basically, it really does slap. It's such a new experience to watch this. It's my go-to version, definitely my go-to version. And thank you to Cineasia for actually giving us this film. I think this is a new wave of releases, 4K releases done properly. If we can get more East Asian films like a 4K, it would just be so brilliant, such a treat. Now, I know there's been other people who've got this who've already done unboxings, but I'll just briefly show you. So that's the front of the actual cover there. So you see Donnie Yen, and then you see Nicholas Tse over here. So when you open it up, it's a nice little, light and dark type of theme going on over there. So when you open the Steelbook, you see Donnie Yen standing there. So I'll just take the discs out and I'll show you. Donnie Yen facing off against Nicholas Tse. Man, so good, so good. And then you got the standard Blu-ray version of the film, and then you have the 4K version of the film as well. And you also have this nice little booklet that comes in it, remembering Benny Chan, written by Mike Fury. Mike Fury is the author of Life Action Volumes 1 and 2. Great books, guys. If you're a fan of action cinema, definitely those are a couple of books to pick up. We have some nice little brief notes there by some of the actors. So we have one by Donnie Yen, Daniel Wu, who isn't in the film, but obviously he's worked with Benny Chan and Gen X Cops in New Police Story. You have Andy On, who's worked in Police Story, Invisible Target. Ken Law and Big Mike Leader, all talking about their experiences and how much they will miss Benny Chan. Nice little double page spread there. And then we go on to talking about Donnie Yen, and this once again is this is actually written by Ben Johnson, the host of Kung Fu Movie Guide podcast. So it's a nice little breakdown, Donnie Yen, why he would do these type of films, like I just read a little bit. It says, as well as a pulsating action movie, up there with some of Donnie Yen's best work, which I agree. Raging Fire can also be viewed as something as a homage to the gritty Hong Kong crime films that helped to establish his career, a genre he continues to explore and take to dizzying new heights. I absolutely agree to that. That just hits a nail on the head. And then we have quite a bit over here written about Nicholas Tse, and that is by Mike Fury once again. If you're a fan of Hong Kong films, or even like Cops versus Robbers, or just really good solid action dramas, this is your go-to, right? You've got Donnie Yen in there, You got one of the best Hong Kong filmmakers, his last film. And it's not just because it's his last film. Everyone's raving about it, saying that, oh, it's absolutely brilliant. Because I love this film so much. I have 3 different copies of this film. Don't ask me why. Yeah, I'm always just going to go to this version because it is the best version because of the transfer and the sound and everything. But I just love the film. And you know what, guys? Let me know what you think about the film as well. I won't go too far into it. Like I said, there was a brief synopsis there like I gave you. And, you know, the film really does explore the corruption side of things, the themes that a lot of these police dramas from Hong Kong actually try and get across to the world, I guess, the message, you know. It doesn't matter, you know, how much work people put in, what they believe in. They try to go above and beyond, but then they're later abandoned, and then you know, they feel lost and they go unstable or whatever it may be. And this film explores those themes. So this film explores a lot of important subject matters: post-traumatic stress. You know, abandonment, longing to feel wanted, or even a sense of belonging, basically. And that's how I watched this film. That's how I saw this film. Now, this isn't the absolute perfect film. No film is perfect. But this film hit the nail on the head because it is a good drama film, it is a good action film, and it's got solid performances in it. And the thing is, the cinematography in it, alone is just brilliant. And that's the thing with Benny Chan films. A lot of, like, I'd say majority of his films, the cinematography was captivating. It gives you what you want, basically. You don't want to watch something that's messy, even though there is a scene in this, the biggest car chase scene, which you know, some things happen in it, and it was, you know, it happened, it was a little laughable, and then you think to yourself, okay, fine, yeah, forget it, whatever. The whole film slaps. I know I'm rambling on a little bit, but this film does speak volumes to me, and if you guys can check it out, I'd say definitely pick it up and buy it. It was one of my best films of 2021, and yes, I love Donnie Yen, I love Hong Kong cinema, I'm a fan of Benny Chan's work. But still, I might be a little biased there, but there have been instances where I've seen a Hong Kong film and I haven't liked it. So what you waiting for, man? Get it. So that's my review for Raging Fire, the 4K release exclusive to ZAVVI by the one and only Cineasia. Cineasia, thank you so much, guys. You did us a solid and gave us the best version of this film, the 4K release. If you can't get a 4K release, I think the standard is about £10 to £12 of the Blu-ray. Get it, add it to your collection. It is worthy to be in your film collection if you're a fan of police, crime, drama / action films. I will be doing something of a giveaway, road to 700 subscribers. So guys, all you have to do to enter the giveaway is just like this video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you've subscribed. Once again, I keep saying that, just let me know in the comments that you've subscribed. Tell me what your favorite Donnie Yen film is, and you'll automatically be entered into the prize draw. This will be running, we say, February the 15th. So guys, good luck. Thank you for checking out this video. Until next time, this is Lockdown Stash. I am Tarek. Peace.